Chosen One, I need you to stop scrolling right now. Please put down the phone and listen closely to my voice. You have been searching for a spiritual message all day, and you are desperately looking for a tarot reading to give you some hope. But the universe feels completely dead. A heavy silence has fallen over your life. You feel like you are standing alone in an empty room, and no one is coming. The sacred synchronicities have vanished without a single trace. You used to see 111 everywhere you looked in your daily life. You used to see 444 on every single clock. Now there is nothing but an eerie quiet surrounding your path. Your dreams used to be full of vivid messages and guidance, but recently your mind is just a blank space when you sleep. This sudden emptiness feels absolutely terrifying. You are currently trapped in a state of absolute panic. You are starting to deeply blame yourself for this sudden emptiness. You are convinced that your spiritual frequency has dropped completely, and you believe that heaven has finally turned away from you. You feel completely desperate for any kind of external validation. You keep watching online predictions just to feel safe, but every new video leaves you feeling empty. You are not imagining this heavy atmosphere around your life. You are not crazy for feeling this sudden shift in your reality. What you are experiencing right now is incredibly real and significant. But I need you to anchor your spirit to my voice, because I am going to tell you the absolute truth about this silence. You did not do anything wrong to cause this deep isolation. You are simply moving into a new season. Your spiritual gifts have not been taken away from you. Your high frequency has not dropped by a single fraction today. The dark forces want you to believe that you are completely broken and forgotten. They are working overtime to make you doubt your own divine calling. They know that if you constantly rely on external voices for comfort, you will never discover your massive internal power. This is their ultimate plan. This dead silence is actually a profound divine test. It is a deliberate clearing of the room by the Creator himself. You did not find this specific message by pure accident today. The algorithm did not bring you here to waste your precious time, and the Holy Spirit guided you to this exact moment for a major reason. This is a powerful divine appointment scheduled before you were even born into this world. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal the exact reason for this silence. I will expose the massive lie that they are using to keep you trapped in deep fear, and I will give you the specific spiritual declaration that unlocks absolutely everything for your future. Please do not dare to click away from this message today. You must stay and listen until the very last word, because your massive breakthrough is hiding right here. You have been weeping in the dark. You thought you were abandoned. You believed the sudden quiet meant you were unworthy, but I am here to shatter that illusion for you today. The silence you are experiencing right now is not a spiritual rejection at all. It is a powerful shield of protection being placed directly over your entire life. You honestly thought you lost your high frequency. You thought the universe was punishing you for a mistake. But this is a massive spiritual lie. The divine realm does not operate like petty humans do, and when heaven stops sending you the usual signs, it is not pulling away in anger. It is actually drawing you into a much deeper level of trust. Let me completely reframe your reality right now. This dead silence is not an energetic punishment. It is an intense period of spiritual preparation. The Creator did not remove the loud crowd to abandon you in the cold. The universe deliberately cleared the room so it could finally speak to you without any earthly interference. You were relying heavily on external signs for comfort. You were depending on angel numbers to validate your daily choices, but those small signs were just training wheels for your early spiritual awakening. You have grown past that basic level now. You are being asked to trust the massive power that already exists inside your own spirit. Look at the ancient texts for absolute proof of this pattern. There is a profound truth hidden deep inside the book of Hosea. It talks directly about being led away from everything familiar and comfortable. The Creator says He will intentionally lead His chosen ones into the barren wilderness, and only in that quiet place will He speak tenderly to them. The wilderness is absolutely necessary for your ultimate growth. It is never meant to break your beautiful spirit. The barren desert strips away the loud voices of the physical world. It forces you to stop listening to the confusing opinions of normal people. And it prepares your heart to hear the one divine voice that truly matters for your destiny, because your calling requires absolute focus right now. Your current isolation is not evidence of your disqualification. It is actual evidence of your sacred selection. You are being deliberately set apart from the chaotic masses. When heaven wants to elevate a human soul, it always isolates them first to protect their fragile new energy. You are standing right in the middle of a massive energetic upgrade. The dead silence is just the sacred blueprint of your new life. You are not the misunderstood victim in this story. You are the chosen warrior being protected from toxic spiritual interference. The dark forces want you to panic and run back to your old comfortable habits. But you must stand completely still in this quiet season, because heaven is working behind the scenes. Do not let the temporary emptiness trick your mind. Your spiritual gifts are actually growing stronger in the dark. A seed must sit in the silent dirt before it can break through the soil and find the warm sun. You are currently in the crucial rooting phase of your divine assignment, and this silence is doing a very deep work inside your soul right now. You do not need another tarot reading to confirm your worth. You do not need a psychic to tell you that you are on the right path today, because the Creator has already approved your journey and sealed your beautiful future. You just need to accept this quiet time as a profound gift of peace. Let this powerful silence heal the broken parts of your weary mind today. We are going to go even deeper into this hidden truth in just a moment. I will show you exactly what is shifting in the unseen realm. But before you go any further, please gently press the like button right now. Do this simple act so this specific blessing can reach someone else who desperately needs to find hope in their own silence tonight. And that is the exact reason this intense season happened to you today. This is the first thing I promised to reveal at the very beginning of this message. The sudden isolation was never meant to break you down or destroy you. It was carefully designed to prepare you for something much bigger. The dead silence is simply the sound of the universe working in your favor. Think about the greatest spiritual leaders in human history. Look very closely at the ancient story of Moses. He was raised in a loud and incredibly chaotic environment. He was completely surrounded by the endless noise and deep distraction of Egypt. The Creator could not use his massive potential while he was stuck in that heavy confusion. Moses had to be pulled away from absolutely everything he knew and loved. He was sent deep into the barren desert for many long years. He experienced a profound and heavy silence, and he probably thought his life was completely over during those lonely and desperate quiet days. But the Creator was actually clearing the room so he could speak to his chosen servant directly. The burning bush did not happen in the middle of a crowded city, and the divine revelation did not occur while he was surrounded by a loud group of friends. The absolute greatest moment of his life happened in total isolation. Heaven required his undivided attention before handing him a massive assignment. The exact same thing is happening to your life right now. You are currently sitting inside a powerful spiritual crucible. A crucible is a very dark and intense place where pure gold is refined by extreme heat. All the worthless impurities are burned away in the absolute silence of the fire, and this sacred heat is actually forging you into a dangerous weapon. You feel the heavy pressure of the quiet right now, but you are safe. You are exactly like a caterpillar trapped inside a dark cocoon. The caterpillar honestly believes its fragile life is coming to a tragic end. The darkness feels like a permanent tomb to the exhausted little creature, but that dark and silent space is actually a magical womb of creation, and you are not dying in this quiet season because you are simply molting. You are currently shedding the heavy layers of your old broken identity. The old version of you needed constant validation from other confused people. The past version of you needed tarot cards to feel safe in this unpredictable world. But the chosen warrior inside you requires absolutely nothing but the quiet truth. You are stepping into a profound level of spiritual maturity. Let this profound truth settle deep into your weary bones right now. The people who recently walked out of your life were removed on purpose. They were never meant to travel to this new spiritual altitude with you. Their low energy would have completely contaminated your beautiful new frequency, so the Creator firmly closed those doors to protect your destiny. You survived a massive storm that should have absolutely destroyed you. You walked through intense emotional fire, and you somehow came out much stronger because heaven was guiding your every step. Most people would have completely shattered under the heavy weight you carry every single day. But you did not break under the pressure. You developed a massive capacity for divine understanding. This is exactly why the enemy is so terrified of your potential right now. The dark forces know what happens when you finally embrace this deep silence. They know you will become an unstoppable force for pure light in this dark world. They want you to stay distracted by the empty quiet so you never discover the massive power sleeping inside your spirit, because that power can change the world. You are a sacred vessel being completely emptied of worldly noise. You must be completely empty before heaven can fill you with pure divine power. So please stop fighting the quiet and start leaning gently into the peaceful stillness. Your weary spirit is currently recalibrating to a much higher dimension of divine truth. This is a beautiful process of sacred alignment. And once that profound truth clicks into place, you are finally ready for the next layer. There is a deeper reason why people suddenly stop talking to you this week. It is a hidden root that operates beneath every single season of your life, and if you do not see it, you will remain trapped. Coming up next, I will expose this secret truth, but first, let this reality settle. Here is that deeper root I promised to reveal to you today. You have been wondering why conversations suddenly stop the moment you walk into a crowded room. You have been agonizing over why people you deeply loved suddenly pulled away without any clear explanation. You thought it was because you were simply too much for them to handle. But you were absolutely wrong. The people pulling away are not rejecting your beautiful heart at all. They are actually reacting to a massive shift in your spiritual frequency. You are currently vibrating at a level they cannot even begin to comprehend. They do not understand the profound depth of your spirit, so they quietly retreat, because your intense light makes their comfortable darkness feel incredibly uneasy. You are vibrating on a completely different energetic plane right now. It is like a radio station trying to broadcast on the wrong frequency channel. They are tuned to static while you are transmitting pure divine truth. They cannot hear your beautiful music because their spiritual ears are simply not ready for your profound message. This is not a personal failure on your part. You have always felt like a stranger wandering through your own life. You have always been the one everyone else comes to with their heavy problems. You constantly give so much of your precious energy, and you receive absolutely nothing in return. You thought this exhausting cycle meant you were broken, but it actually proves you are a powerful energetic generator for heaven. What you carry inside you is not a deep wound, it is a massive weapon. The extreme sensitivity that the world told you to hide is actually a divine radar. The profound emotional depth that made you feel like you were too much is your greatest gift. It is the exact thing that gives your words the heavy weight to shift atmospheres in a single moment. The Creator carefully built you for a totally different spiritual frequency. You were never meant to fit comfortably into their small boxes of expectation. You were designed to stand out and carry a massive spiritual mantle for the next generation. You are currently standing between two distinct identities. The old, weak version of you is dissolving, and heaven is birthing a massive warrior. The enemy desperately wants you to turn down your intense volume. He wants you to dim your beautiful light so other people can feel comfortable around you. He knows that if you stop apologizing for your massive power, you will become an unstoppable force of divine nature. So he uses their confused reactions to make you feel deeply ashamed of your own sacred gifts. Do not let their lack of understanding dictate your true value. An eagle does not apologize to a pigeon for soaring high in the beautiful sky. A lion does not ask permission from a sheep to roar in the quiet jungle. You have a magnificent spiritual authority that does not require human validation. Your breakthrough activates the exact moment you stop asking for their permission. You were entirely redirected, not rejected. What is leaving your busy life right now is simply making room for what is truly meant for you. The quiet isolation is actively clearing the space for a massive divine download. Heaven is currently aligning people who operate on your exact high frequency, and they are moving toward you right now in the unseen realm. You must remain completely anchored in this silent truth today. The Creator is not finished with your beautiful story. This quiet season is just the heavy pause before a massive symphony begins to play. Let the silence do its deep work inside your soul. You are safe in the hands of the universe, and your beautiful life carries profound meaning that is still unfolding. And once you truly understand that massive energetic shift, you are ready for the next revelation. There is a specific tactic the enemy is using right now in this silence to completely derail your destiny. Coming up in just a moment, I will expose it clearly. But first, this profound understanding must land deep in your spirit and settle like solid bedrock. Here is the exact tactic the enemy is using against you right now. He knows he cannot take away your massive spiritual gifts because heaven placed them deeply inside you. So, instead of attacking your power directly, he attacks your focus during this quiet season. He floods the silent space with a heavy wave of intense mental confusion. The dark forces are actively trying to make you completely obsessed with the silence itself. They want you staring deeply into the empty void until you start imagining terrible things that are not even real. They want you replaying every single conversation you had this year just to find out where you supposedly failed. They want you desperately searching for a problem that simply does not exist. When you wake up at 3 in the morning with that heavy weight on your chest, it is not just random anxiety. It is a deliberate spiritual attack designed to steal your profound peace. The enemy whispers vicious lies into your weary mind while the rest of the world is deeply asleep. He tells you that your current isolation is permanent and that nobody will ever truly understand your heart. This is a very calculated strategy of massive distraction. If the enemy can keep you trapped in a cycle of deep emotional panic, you will never hear the quiet voice of the Creator. He wants you frantically looking for angel numbers and tarot readings because a panicked mind cannot receive divine revelation. True revelation only flows into a perfectly calm and settled human spirit. You must recognize this subtle warfare for exactly what it is today. The intense mental warfare you are experiencing is absolute proof of the magnitude of your massive calling. The dark forces do not waste premium spiritual attacks on people who have no real purpose in this world. They only target the chosen ones who carry enough divine power to actually shift the atmosphere. Your heavy struggle is not a sign of spiritual weakness at all. It is a massive indicator of your extreme importance to heaven's plan. A tiny spark does not require a strong wind to blow it out, but a massive raging fire demands a heavy storm to extinguish its powerful flames. The enemy is throwing a heavy storm at you precisely because you are a massive fire in the spiritual realm. You must stop agreeing with the vicious lies in the middle of the dark night. The next time you wake up with that sudden heavy feeling, do not reach for your phone to distract your tired mind. Do not start searching for a video to tell you what your future holds. You must lie perfectly still in the dark and declare that your spirit belongs entirely to the Creator. The silence is not a void waiting to be filled with anxious thoughts. It is a sacred canvas where the universe is quietly painting your beautiful new reality. The enemy wants to throw dark paint all over that sacred canvas before the beautiful picture is completely finished. You must fiercely guard your quiet space and absolutely refuse to let the darkness dictate your deep emotions. You are a massive threat to the Dark Kingdom simply by existing in your pure frequency. They are absolutely terrified of the moment you finally realize who you truly are. They are working overtime to delay your massive awakening because they know their control over your life ends the exact second you step into your true divine identity. Your awakening is their absolute worst nightmare. But here is where it goes much deeper than you have ever been told. There is a quiet part of this spiritual battle that you are actually responsible for, and it is something you have been avoiding for a very long time. Coming up in just a moment, I will reveal the hidden block that you placed in your own path. Lean in close, because this is the cycle-breaking truth. And here is the part no one really wants to hear. I say this to you with absolute love and profound respect. The thing that has been quietly blocking your massive breakthrough is not the enemy anymore. The dark forces did their absolute worst, and they tried everything to break your spirit. But they are not the ones keeping you trapped in this heavy silence right now. The profound truth is much closer to home today. You have actually been incredibly afraid of your own spiritual power. You felt the massive divine energy surging inside your soul, and it absolutely terrified your human mind because you were never taught how to control it. You realized how much heavy weight your sacred words actually carry. You saw how quickly things shift when you speak. So you deliberately started dimming your beautiful light. You made yourself completely small so the normal people around you would feel comfortable. You walked into crowded rooms and instantly lowered your high frequency. You did not want to intimidate them with your massive spiritual presence, so you chose to bury your massive gifts in the dark where no one could see them. This is the exact lie that has been keeping you trapped. You honestly thought you were protecting your fragile heart from their harsh rejection, but you were actually just agreeing with the vicious limitation they placed on you. You accepted their incredibly small version of your beautiful life, and you locked your massive power inside a tiny box just to keep the peace. Please carefully understand what I am telling you right now. This is not an accusation against your beautiful soul. I am not blaming you for trying to survive in a deeply confused and broken world. This is simply the profound diagnosis that finally sets you free. You cannot heal an invisible wound until you boldly expose it to the light, and you cannot use your power until you stop being ashamed of it. Every single time you shrink yourself to fit their expectations, you reject a massive piece of your divine assignment. You were never meant to be a quiet background character in this massive spiritual war. You were carefully designed to stand directly on the front lines. The Creator gave you a massive voice for a very specific reason today, and heaven expects you to use it without apologizing to anyone. You are not actually afraid of failing in this new season. You have already survived the absolute worst things they could ever throw at you. You are completely terrified of succeeding and leaving your old familiar life far behind. You know that stepping into your true power means stepping into total isolation once again, because normal people simply cannot travel to your new altitude. But you must completely release that heavy fear right now. The universe is waiting for you to simply accept your massive new role. The silence is stretching on because heaven is waiting for your final permission to activate your gifts. The Creator will never force you to carry a heavy mantle you refuse to pick up. The ultimate choice is entirely yours to make today. You must take absolute responsibility for the powerful energy you carry today. Stop waiting for someone else to finally validate your divine calling. Stop asking the universe to lower the intense volume of your massive sensitivity. Your extreme emotional depth is the exact medicine this broken world desperately needs right now, and you are the only one who can deliver this specific cure. The moment you finally stop apologizing for your high frequency, everything in your reality will violently shift. The dead silence will instantly transform into a massive symphony of clear divine direction. The invisible barriers holding you back will completely shatter into a million tiny pieces. You hold the ultimate key right in your own hand, and the lock is ready to turn whenever you finally decide you are worthy. This is the second thing I promised to expose at the very beginning. The massive lie was never that you were entirely broken or weak. The terrible lie was making you believe that your immense strength was somehow a dangerous flaw. They convinced you that your deep intuition was just a crazy imagination, but you know the absolute truth now, deep inside your soul. You are finally standing at the very edge of your massive breakthrough. The heavy season of painful preparation is completely over. You are no longer the frightened person who desperately needed constant validation from the outside world. And now comes the pivotal moment where absolutely everything in your entire life permanently changes, because you are stepping into your true identity. This is the critical juncture where we shatter the old identity forever. I need you to gather every single piece of your scattered energy right now. Pull your focus entirely away from the fear and the heavy silence. Get ready to finally claim the massive authority that heaven placed inside your spirit before you were even born into this world. This is it. This is your moment. It is not happening tomorrow, and it is not happening when you finally feel completely ready. The time for massive transformation is right now. The universe is perfectly aligned, and heaven is listening very closely to the words you are about to speak. The heavy silence was designed specifically for this one massive declaration of your true freedom. I need you to physically participate in this profound shift today. Place your hand directly on your beautiful heart right now. Feel the powerful rhythm beating steadily inside your chest. That steady beat is absolute proof that you survived the intense fire and the heavy storms. You are still standing here today with a massive purpose that is ready to explode into the light. I want you to declare these powerful words out loud with me right now. Do not just read them silently in your mind. You must speak them into the quiet air so the dark forces can clearly hear your massive authority. Say this with absolute conviction. I completely release the desperate need to be understood by everyone else. I am entirely free from their small expectations. I release every single agreement I ever made with the lie of smallness. I will never apologize for my massive spiritual depth again. I fully accept that my deep, extreme sensitivity is a powerful weapon designed to shift atmospheres, and I completely embrace the massive authority that heaven placed securely inside my spirit. I am fully ready to step into my true divine assignment today. I boldly declare that my painful isolation was never a terrible punishment. It was a beautiful and necessary preparation for my massive elevation. The Creator carefully cleared the loud room so I could finally discover the absolute truth about my own immense power. I completely trust the quiet timing of the divine universe, and I am exactly where I am supposed to be right now in this exact moment. My massive breakthrough is not slowly coming toward me in the distant future. It is already here. The heavy chains are already completely broken, and the dark forces have already lost their heavy grip on my weary mind. I walk completely forward today, knowing that I am profoundly chosen, I am fiercely protected, and I am a massive force for pure divine light in this world. Take a very deep breath right now. Let those massive words sink deeply into your spirit. Feel the sudden shift in your energy as you finally accept your true spiritual identity. You just shattered a massive, heavy ceiling that was holding you down for your entire life, and the universe is already moving rapidly to respond to your powerful new frequency today. This is the third and final thing I promised you at the very start of this message. The heavy silence is officially broken because you finally spoke the absolute truth into the empty void. You did not need a psychic to confirm your massive value, and you did not need a random tarot card to validate your sacred journey. You found the massive power right inside your own beautiful spirit today. The old, broken version of you is officially gone. That frightened person who constantly needed outside validation dissolved the exact second you spoke those powerful words. You are vibrating at a completely different frequency now, and the people and opportunities meant for this high altitude are already making their way toward you right now in the unseen spiritual realm. The season of deep preparation is officially complete today. Everything you endured in the dark was never wasted on you. It was carefully building the massive spiritual foundation you need for this next chapter, and you are stepping out of the shadows right now, carrying a beautiful light that the world desperately needs to see. You are no longer the misunderstood person hiding in the background. You are the chosen warrior who completely survived the hardest spiritual battles. Your divine calling is fully active and alive today. You do not need anyone else to give you permission to be exactly who you are today, because you already have the absolute highest authority living inside your beautiful spirit. Leave every single heavy burden right here today. Leave the confusing opinions of normal people in the distant past where they belong. You are walking completely free from the massive weight of their small expectations right now. The universe is actively clearing a beautiful new path for your feet to walk on, and heaven is gently guiding your every single step with absolute certainty. Tomorrow morning, you will wake up feeling completely different. The heavy, crushing weight on your chest is going to be entirely gone. You will finally feel a deep spiritual peace washing over your mind. The terrifying dead silence is officially over for good. Clear, divine guidance is already flowing beautifully into your daily reality, and you are going to understand exactly what to do next. Your massive breakthrough is moving through your life right now. You do not have to chase after it or desperately search for it anymore. The massive blessing is finding its way directly to your front door today. It is rushing toward you because your high frequency is finally a perfect match, and you are simply holding the door wide open so all the beautiful miracles can enter. Some messages do not just inform you about the spiritual world. They actually activate something massive that was sleeping deep inside your human soul. You felt the absolute truth of these words hit your heart today. And if something stirred inside your weary spirit while you were listening, then you know this specific message was meant entirely for you. You are not the only chosen one who feels this heavy isolation. There is someone else out there right now crying in the dark. They are desperately wondering if they did something terrible to cause the sudden silence. Please share this exact message with someone who has also been called too sensitive and too deep their entire life, because they desperately need to hear this truth tonight. We are going to walk through this spiritual journey completely together. You are never going to be left alone in the dark wilderness again. Heaven is aligning a beautiful new tribe of people just for you. They will actually understand your massive depth and your high frequency, and they will completely recognize the sacred mantle you carry proudly on your weary shoulders. Do not let this beautiful spiritual connection end right here today. Subscribe to this channel and turn on all of your notifications right now. You absolutely need to stay perfectly connected to this high frequency going forward. I will continue to reveal the massive spiritual truths that the dark forces are systematically trying to bury forever. I want you to physically seal this massive energetic shift today. Go down into the comments right now and type exactly what you feel. Type the word yes if you completely receive this profound divine breakthrough today. Let your physical action in the real world prove to the unseen spiritual realm that you are finally ready to accept your massive calling. You were chosen for a massive purpose that is still unfolding. The terrifying heavy silence was just the quiet before your massive symphony began. Walk completely forward into your new reality with your head held high today. You are fiercely protected, and you are deeply loved. You are exactly where you are supposed to be right now, and I will see you very soon in the next profound message.